Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about crafting in PSO2, but first of all, I told my guild that before I was going to record this video that they had the opportunity to pimp out my apartment. By the way, I think I missed something very important, and that is how to actually get into your apartment. So when you press F9, there is a go to personal quarters. You click on this and you'll be teleported over here into your apartment. Your apartment probably won't be this big and probably won't look this Chinese, but don't worry, if you guys want me to make a video about it, I will definitely make a video about it. Your apartment can be this big and can be this fancy, fully free to play. Anyway, back to the video. And well, I'm going to show you guys what they did. So this is my front main room. You immediately got a golf thing over here. You've got two combat bots for some reason. Got a Buddha statue, some dice, a kiddie pool, jukebox, the pudding with the watermelon on top that really bothered me, a toy car at the side. Second room here was filled with mushrooms originally, and then I removed some of the mushrooms and they came back and placed Buddha statues everywhere. And you see the windows over here? You see how you can't see anything outside? It's all just blue skies. That's because they placed wooden things, wooden posters of the blue skies on all my windows. They've also placed my bed out here, by the way, for some reason. And yeah, at least they made this pretty nice. Or did I do this? I don't know. And they placed a bunch of washing machines everywhere. And let's see over here. I don't know what these are. Easter eggs? Flowers? And then here, they put a bunch of Sonic. Sonic and Knuckles. I don't actually have Sonic. It's just a bunch of Knuckles. Oh, wait. No, there is Sonic over here. And, yeah, these UFO squid guys. To be fair, I think this room was actually mainly done by me. Because I just kind of threw everything I had here. But they definitely did a number on this room. I mean, it doesn't look bad, to be fair. It looks pretty good. And, this room. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, back to the topic at hand, crafting. So this guide is just going to be focusing on PA or photon arts, mainly because you're going to need to craft photon arts for certain classes, especially if you play the Braver. So first of all, you're going to go pick up all the CDs that you have, right? So you're going to retrieve items and you're going to go to your CDs over here. You can sort it by levels and you're going to pick all the ones that are above level 11. So blah, 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 scroll all the way down. Wow, I've got a lot of PAs. All right, I'm just going to pick up all of those. And you're going to come over here to this machine over here, which I put, which is my crafting console. But if you don't have a crafting console, which you can get by fun points, by the way, it's fine. You can come over here to your regular console, but you just have to click crafting and DIY crafting. Then you go to item dismantling, and then you can dismantle all of your PAs, and they will give you different types of PA fragments. So if you dismantle a red CD or a melee one, you'll get a melee fragment. If you dismantle a blue CD, you will get a range fragment. And finally, if you dismantle a yellow CD, you will get a tech fragment. So we're going to dismantle. You can dismantle 10 at a time. I'm just going to dismantle all of my CDs right now. Alright, so once you've dismantled all of them, they will be in your material tab over here. You can see I've got 30 PA fragments of melees, range, blah, blah, blah. However, if you have the material storage, you can throw it all into your material storage and it will save there. So when I come here and I do my crafting menu, DIY crafting, and I want to customize photon arts. So we're going to click on that. So you're going to have a bunch of lines over here. Most of them are going to be locked. Only one will be unlocked initially. The second one will unlock when you hit level 5. So we're going to click on that and we're going to go to Katana. And if you play a Braver, this is a must-have. You need to have Cherry Blossom Finale, all right? You're going to create the Type 0 skill of this, or the crafted version, which will give you a ton of damage. Braver guide coming out tomorrow, by the way. So we're going to click here, and it's going to tell you that it needs 15 melee PA fragments as well as 20,000 Meseta. You're going to click there, and right here you can use support items if you want in order to change the range over here. So what do I mean by that? Custom type 1 over here, potency goes from 0% to 125%. The higher the potency, the better it is, the more damage you do. Custom type 2 is PP cost plus 0 to plus 10. You want this to be as low as possible because you don't want your skills to cost more PP, because then you're not going to be able to cast as many. So just remember, potency, higher percentage, good. PP cost, lower number, good. All right, so we're going to craft this skill and we're going to see how this goes. Boom, we got a great success. Potency, 95%, pretty good. PP cost, plus 4. bleh, disgusting, right? So we're going to try that again. So over here it says great success, yay, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. But you're going to see here that now my basic line 1 is on cooldown. I have to wait 2 hours and 48 minutes for this before I can craft again. But luckily for me, I have a second line, so I can craft the same skill again. So again, I'm going to craft the same skill. And if you have support items over here, you can use it in order to boost this percentage. Lucky for me, I have some of these, so I'm going to grab them out of my storage. And we're going to come back to our panel over here, go back to crafting menu, DIY crafting, and customize photon arts. Go to second line, go to our katana, create another cherry blossom finale 0, and now we can use our custom type 1 plus 10%. So by using this item, it will guarantee that my potency will be between 12% to 125% instead of 0% to 125%. So it's a little bit better, but you know, whatever. It just kind of boosts your chances a little bit. I personally don't care about this too much because you're going to be crafting here forever and ever and ever anyway, since the range is so crazy and it's RNG. Like the ideal custom PA that you're going to craft is going to have 125% potency and plus 0 PP cost. But the chances of that is kind of ridiculous. Unfortunately, I don't have any support item 2 things, which will guarantee that I have lower PP cost. But you know what? We're going to try again and let's craft again. And boom, look, we got a great success. It's 119 potency. Holy crap, that's actually really high. And plus 3 PP cost. So, you know, it's plus 3 PP cost, but that potency is very, very nice. So now we can close that. We can go back to our crafting line and we can close all this. So next up is how do we use our crafted PA? You're going to press the I to open up your inventory, go to your CDs, and right here, you're going to see the different ones that you have. So let's say that I want to use this Cherry Blossom Finale because it has plus 119% potency, right? I can click use and it'll show me right here that, hey, if I use this, this will increase my potency from the current skill that I have, which is 101%. Up to 119%. However, look at the PP cost. The PP cost currently for mine is 26 PP because it's plus 1. You know, the base cost is 25 plus 1 equals 26, but it will be increased to 28 PP. However, I do gain that 18% potency, which allows me to deal more damage. I personally will not be using this because I really care about my PP. I only have like 170 PP right now. Even with a drink, it's like not even 200. So the extra 2 PP cost is a big deal for me, even though this is very nice potency. But what I can do is I can sell this on the market for a lot of meseta. So we're gonna go here, we're gonna sort out by price, right? You can see here that this is 19 million, potency 109%, PP cost 0. So this is expensive because the PP cost is 0 and the potency is above 100%. You can see over here, wow, this one's really nice. Potency 111%, PP cost plus 1. And I can kind of just browse through this list down here and look at the different potencies and different PP costs to kind of determine how much I want to sell this. So judging from all of these things, I could probably quick sell that CD for about 3.5 million. But if I want to be a little bit stingy, I'm probably going to sell it up here, you know, 4 million, 5 million, somewhere in between this range, and hope that someone buys it. But it's definitely not in this range, you know, this is like god tier range. But yeah, that's pretty much it for crafting PAs. Very, very easy, very, very RNG based. So you're going to be crafting here for a very, very long time. Now, of course, I didn't cover everything in crafting because there's just a lot of stuff in crafting. You've got your arms extension for units, your photon art, your techniques, your install time ability, like all of this stuff. There's a lot. I'll just go over each one very, very briefly. And if you want more information, check out Anamana's video. It's like a 35-minute video, which pretty much explains everything you possibly need. But if you're a person who prefers reading, there is a Google Doc below, which also explains everything in written form. But let's go down this list in super quick fashion. So the arms extension units is basically allowing you to put rings into your units, however that's not released yet, as well as changing the stats of your armors. Customizing photon arts, we just did that, is basically improving the skill and making it better. Customizing techniques is changing your spells and making it better. Install time abilities are limited time buffs which you slap onto your armor, which lasts for 7 days to 14 days, and they just give you minor boost. Very, very nice. Then item dismantling is when you break down all the stuff, like how I broke down all the CDs. Crafter request is players can request you to help them to craft stuff and you can charge them meseta for that. Daily crafting is basically dailies. However, However, for the majority of the time, you will not be able to craft anything because you don't have the recipe. So how do you get the recipe? You simply level up your crafting. The higher level your crafting is, the more recipes you have, the more likely you're able to complete the daily orders. I highly recommend you to do the daily order when it's available, when you have the recipe, because it does give you quite a decent amount of EXP. Next up is set up a signboard. Setting up a signboard is the exact same thing as setting up a regular signboard in the player market. You just put up an advertisement. Crafting achievements over here shows you all the different achievements that you have as well as your crafting level. So I craft a lot of photon art, so you can see here that my photon art crafting level is level 7, and this will go up the more you craft photon arts. If you want to customize techniques and increase this one, you just craft more techniques, and install time abilities, just craft more of that. So the more of a certain craft that you do, the higher the level it's going to be, and the more recipes you will unlock. And last but not least is check crafting licenses. These are basically bonuses that you have. So you can see over here, because my crafting is level 7 at the moment, that these are all the bonuses that I get. My cooldown time is reduced by 6%, melee photon arts custom type 1 is increased by 2%, increased by 2%, blah blah blah. Basically, the more you craft, the more buffs you're gonna get, because the more achievements you have and the more licenses you get. And yeah, that's pretty much crafting in a nutshell. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome, for the heals, the boosts, the rest.